It was a bright sunny day, and Ember was sat under a palm tree grown by the resident gardener Carrot Top, enjoying a nice relaxing break from work. She enjoyed this time off. Work was always such a chore and, by very definition, meant too much work for her laziness to handle. She could hear the footsteps were coming up to her, but she refused to look in their direction. Another pair of footsteps was next to them, and another next to them, and some weird kind of legs were next to them, and a wisp of smoke was next to them, and... oh well, you get the picture. Soon a whole mob of them were standing around Ember and staring at her and her little palm tree oasis. Ember? It happened. It finally happened, Dreamwing said. She was a close friend of Ember's, but not close enough for Ember to look up at her. Ember, you've got to see it. It was just... I don't even know how to describe it. Sour Apple was comforting Dreamwings, who by now was close to tears. A piece of rubbish, Tantibus offered. Although he was really only a nightmare cloud thing, he took his job as Ember's permanent critic seriously. Perhaps a little too seriously. It was probably the worst excuse for a thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, you're just saying that because it had songs in it. You know how much you hate music.
Star was there too, judging by the voice, Ember thought. She sighed. Well, at least he wasn't moaning on about another ship he concocted out of thin air. That was probably a saving grace. Silence fell for a few minutes. May have only been a few seconds, but it felt like forever. Minutes was about as little as Ember was going to put it down to. They didn't move, they didn't say anything. For all intents and purposes, they were just poorly drawn pictures on a video that had been paused. Eventually, Ember got so annoyed by their blocking of the sun that she sat up straight, looked them in the eye, and pressed the play button again. Fine, let's go and see what all the fuss is about. Oh, it was just so beautiful, Dreamwings cried. Look, I already said I'd go back to work. Isn't that enough without you crying all over me?
Not really,
Star said.
You also need to put a link in the description so that people can go and see it.
Okay. Let's think about this seriously. Does she really have to? I mean, it's not like anybody cares. She's essentially talking to herself. Ah, Tandy, always keeping me humble. That's what I like about you, Ember said. No, seriously, would you lot just go do your own jobs and let me do mine? They all nodded their heads, or shuffled to top of his cloud in Tantibus's case, and walked backwards down the slope. Ember had forgotten that the palm tree was on a hill. Weird, you think she'd remember climbing up it? She hated climbing hills. She looked back at the palm tree as she ambled down. One day, she thought, one day I'll get shipped with you, I just know I will. No shipping with me with a tree. You know, unless you like, comment and subscribe, then it's just part of the course. Ember Palm for life! Enjoy the reaction.
Credits. Ember Palm for life, that is all. But in all seriousness, thanks to Hasbro and DHX for the awesome episodes inspiring madness such as this. And thanks to nobody on this creative team for bugging Ember to leave her break to watch the, we'll just say episode. I think we're all broken after watching it. Link to the react is in the description. Thank you, 6 people who actually watch my things. Have fun with my confusings. And yes, I don't muse, I confuse. Watch out for me, I'm awesome as I wanna be. I'm awesome, take caution. Watch out for me, I'm awesome as I wanna be.